All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. Man, there was a request for me to do this video, and it seems very obvious for lack of words doing it today, but I sincerely believe, and I really hope you do, that today's 10% loss was very, very easy to see, okay? And obviously, nothing's guaranteed, nothing's certain, right? But when you lose all five moving averages, bad things happen, and generally that's what that is right there, right? So a lot has definitely happened since this thing was a big runner, and a lot of it has been bad, obviously, but a lot of it's really been just this lack of interest and lack of volume. So we'll get into the details shortly, but real quick, what are we going to do today? We're going to look at the daily and the weekly, just like we always do, to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our five moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do on this video really does help with the YouTube algorithms, but for real, just being here and giving me your time is super appreciated, okay? From there, look, I'm not perfect. I'm not all knowing. If you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, all right? Otherwise, yeah, let's get into it. And again, so many of the things that I always say are really jumping out here, all right? When you got yourself going up and you got the 8 going up, good things happen over the 8 and the 20. Once we lost it, man, this 8 has been as violent down as it was violent up. You know what I mean? That's not a good thing. And yeah, I mean, it's been a number of days under the 8 moving average, right? Literally, this day actually closes under it. So this was probably the last day, the 5th of the month, right? All of these days we've been under it, and since right here, since the 12th, we've been under the 20 as well. So now you're under the two lines that I always say bad things happen under the 8 and the 20. And as much as we try to stay within this cluster of 4 lines, because this is a horizontal cluster for sure, man, the 8 is not really trying to go horizontal with this thing. It's just going down. You know what I mean? So it really seems like we're probably coming here, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of assuming that's an all-time low number, right? Yeah, for sure is. So I'll draw the best support we have. Where are we compared to this? So this is going to be an important one. I think this one we don't want to lose. We're not there just yet. So 14 is a stone throw away, but cannot lose these two. And honestly, I think losing those two might be more devastating than losing this one. Because, sorry, I'll adjust that shortly, but the top of these two are give or take the top of this and that. You know what I mean? So that 14-cent line is critical. And honestly, I think losing 14 will probably smash the 12 and head down. And look, I always say it. Once you get into all-time lows, it is a black hole vortex that I genuinely believe just eats 20% of your hard-earned money at a time. Eats the first 20, then eats the next 20, then eats the next 20, then eats the next 20. And yeah, maybe you'll get like a 30% day in one of those, but you're already down so much that, you know what I mean? So end of the day, look, you do not want your money under all 5 moving averages. You do not want your money this close to all-time lows. It is what it is. MACD is now at the 0. It definitely looks like it wants to keep going down and slip into the negatives even more. Actually, in all honesty, it's below the dash line, right? So this is actually in the negative. It's just not negative 0.01. It's probably 0.008 or some shit, right? So definitely below the dashes. This RSI looks like it wants to keep going down. I for sure know that 25 is a low number. 25 should mean that it's oversold, right? What is this? Jesus, that's a 9 down there. What are you? You have to be a lot higher. That's a 22. Looks like here's been in the 22 range. Yeah. I saw an 18 somewhere. But yeah, I mean, it definitely can go lower for sure. This one wasn't that long ago that I was in the 14s right here, right? So again, 25 is not that low, and volume, man. Volume is king. There are only 3 green sprinkles in this entire row of red, and this just seems like an oasis in the desert, right? Like this does not seem like it was real or deserved, right? So yeah, if I was going to consider myself an entry honestly, I probably wouldn't touch this thing under 20 cents. I would probably set my alert at 21. I think breaking that 100 hopefully will take you to 24. Breaking 24 would take you to 27, and then hopefully that'll take you up to there, right? But I would hate to battle with these four. I would much rather wait for that to break and then make my way up there. So, and then where does 20? Yeah, look, that'll at least, maybe even that number opens at 21. 21, I think 21 is the alert. You can even maybe set it at 22 if you want to set yourself up a little bit better. But yeah, I'll set a 21 alert. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind knowing birds at 21. But what do I think is going to happen more likely? I think we're going to hit 12 way before we hit 21. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. What's the weekly look like? I don't think I looked. Oh man, this is a bad weekly. We barely get over the 8 every now and then. It looked like we were going to break the 20. And again, I don't care about doing it 1 week, right? You need confirmation. I know it sounds so silly when I say wait for confirmation. I'm literally saying don't buy it yet. Wait, right? And like to a lot of people, it sounds like you're throwing away money, but I'm telling you, you're not. You're either avoiding some dumb stuff like this, or you confirm and then it should run, right? Like that's what we that's that's the strategy here. But yeah, this is an ugly weekly, and we're right back under the 8 where this thing kind of deserves to be. No offense to anyone here, right? I don't want to say deserves, that's rude, but yeah, can't expect too much more. The next viewer request, oh, I wrote it down somewhere. Here it is. Sorry. QBTS. Okay, for a quick minute, I was really interested in these quantum stocks, all right? I've honestly looked away. Oh man, they actually did have, I don't remember when we started looking at them. I don't know if it was before this run or once this tank happened, right? But look, end of the day, my line is up here. So interesting. I actually don't, my guess is we were watching it somewhere here. But yeah, look, this 50 moving average, we have never really been over it. There's actually one candle we were over it, and clearly that's not what confirmation's supposed to look like, right? So the story here really is the 50 moving average. Truth be told, this thing really sucks with the 8 and the 20 as well, right? So this thing is actually under the 20 right now. It looks like the 8 actually wants to keep going down. It's not like the 8 wants to go up, right? So I'm actually a lot more worried about this stock than I am hopeful for this stock. Now, MACD doesn't look horrible, but it's definitely in the negative. RSI doesn't look horrible, but let's be honest, these two are so horizontal that they're kind of insignificant. 80% of the work is up here anyways, right? So this was a pretty hard rejection from the 50. This was a decent recovery, don't get me wrong, but it actually wasn't fantastic, all right? Because this candle does get above the 20, but it doesn't look like it breaks the 8. Yeah, the 8 was at 63. This thing closes at 62. So we do not break the 8 right there. We actually are over the 8 today. Obviously, you can see that, but we don't hold the 20. So both opportunities, we had a chance to take them both, and neither do. And let's be honest, that's not the candle I want for me to be like, all right, we've now taken the 8. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really seeing this 8 moving average come down, and really I'm imagining that this right here is all-time lows, right? We'll see that on the weekly real quick. Yeah, for sure is. So yeah, you can't lose 50 cents here. There's not too much more to say. Let's see if there's actually a green candle right there. Yeah, there is. So man, I'm not even going to put it at 50. I'm going to put it at 51. I think that's pretty much the last real significant candle. So I am way more worried here than I am excited here. Again, there was a part of me that thought quantum stocks might be the cousin of AI. I for sure didn't call it the brother or sister. I didn't think that much, but yeah, it's not quite yet showing the fact that they're like AI, the AI pool isn't quite working here, but in a lot of ways, AI isn't like flying just yet, right? I think if Nvidia and AI itself can start doing better, and like all the little silly ones keep doing better, maybe this will pick up a little bit. But I am not sold here just yet. Did I look at the weekly? I don't think I did. I did. I remember I said the 8 and the 20 was bad. Yeah, cool. Okay, again, that's all I got for these two. Let me know what you think. Obviously, just keep throwing me your viewer requests. I appreciate your time.